Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Foreclosure Help 777, where we talk about everything foreclosure related. Guys, this is my private Facebook group, and if you're in foreclosure, you're welcome to join us. We do help each other out with our cases, share information, share our emotions, and share our ways that we're beating the banks. And there are a few of us that are doing well, in case you're wondering. Okay, so today's topic is going to be a very interesting one and a lot of people can relate to. So let's get started. Okay, today we're going to talk about the hidden cost of foreclosure. And today's Bible verse of the day is Isaiah 41:10, which says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God." And the whole thing is right here, as you can see. Fear not. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. You are not alone. Foreclosure can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to face it in fear. God is with you, strengthening you every step of the way, and hold on to the hope. I've been through foreclosure. I was in foreclosure from 2011 to 2021, a long time, and I can definitely relate to what you guys are going through. As this lady is sitting at her kitchen table trying to deal with what's going on. So we're going to talk about the hidden cost of foreclosure, what it actually means when you're going through this. If you're just getting to the point of where you're just going to foreclosure, you're going to want to know what to expect. And if you've been in foreclosure, you can certainly relate to some of these points that we're going to go over. The emotional toll nobody talks about. What foreclosure really takes from families. More than just losing a house. The stress behind the legal battle. People think foreclosure is just about money, but the truth is foreclosure affects sleep, health, marriages, children, careers, and mental peace. So the hidden cost of foreclosure is often far greater than the house itself. The first thing we want to say to go over is sleepless nights. You have this constant fear of losing your home. Waiting for court rulings. Your mind sits there and races while you're trying to go to sleep about your last motion. Checking the mailbox. You'll be checking your email and your regular mail for any notices that you might get from the court. Anxiety every time the phone rings. Staying awake, researching cases, reading statutes at 2 a.m. And yes, I did that. When I was fighting in 2011, we didn't have AI to help me. So I had to do it all myself. Trying to understand legal language, that's another thing. The research burden, especially before the AI tools existed, okay? People do not realize how much time homeowners spend trying to become amateur lawyers overnight. Researching case law, understanding motions, learning procedure, trying not to make fatal mistakes. Financial strain is beyond the mortgage, guys. Not just the payments, you got attorney's fees if you're not doing it pro se, filing fees, copying or scanning costs. You have missed work sometimes because you got to get to court. You have to travel to court. Sometimes courthouses are kind of a distance for people to drive to if you can't file electronically. Litigation expenses add up fast. You already named a few strong examples such as printer paper, ink cartridges, postage, certified mail. That stuff can add up. How about envelopes, binders, scanners, pacer fees, and office supplies? Those costs become constant over time, so if you've been battling for over 10 years, you can imagine how much printer paper and ink cartridges you go through. I can tell you, in my own situation, I went through a lot. I mean, a lot. Technology costs. People often need computers, internet access, legal software, document storage, upgraded printers, and of course, pacer costs. And many homeowners are already financially strained. If you lost a job and you're in foreclosure, you have a health problem, and you just don't have that income, these costs can be devastating. And here's another big one, impact on marriages and relationships. This is huge and very real. Foreclosure stresses can cause arguments, depression, blame, emotional withdrawal, and hopelessness. And then there's the filing fees, which are different from the other fees. These are like state filing fees if you file in state court or federal court. And then you have appeal fees, which are ridiculous. Service fees for process service if you're the plaintiff. And you have recording fees for like a lis pendens if you're the plaintiff. And then there's also court-ordered mediation where you have to pay for half. And sometimes you're stuck paying half. So litigation itself can become financially overwhelming. Okay, then there's the impact on children. Kids often sense stress even when parents try to hide it. There's struggle in school. They become anxious. They fear moving away from their friends. And they feel instability. So then you have kids acting out in school too, by the way. Physical health effects. High blood pressure, anxiety, panic attacks, insomnia, depression, the deep kind, paranoia or teeth grinding. These are things that actually happen. Foreclosure is not just a legal issue, it becomes a health issue. Then there's social isolation. Many homeowners stop talking to friends, avoid family gatherings, feel embarrassed, withdraw socially, do not want to put money into their house. That's the last thing you want to do, right? Foreclosure often creates shame. Then there's that feeling of helplessness, especially dealing with servicers, endless transfers, contradictory information, robotic systems. People do feel powerless. Then there's bankruptcy and long-term credit impact. Many families facing foreclosure eventually consider bankruptcy not because they want to, but because they are trying to stop a sale, buy time, or survive financially. Bankruptcy can remain on credit reports for years. It may affect future home loans, car loans, insurance rates, or rental applications, and sometimes bankruptcy provides breathing room, automatic stay protection, debt relief, or a path to restart. So sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not good, but it's good to know both sides of it. Career and work performance. Foreclosure stress can affect your concentration at work or your attendance, productivity, promotions. People often underestimate this. Then you have forced moving expenses. Many people don't think about deposits, truck rentals, and storage units. Utility hookups, application fees. Losing a house can create thousands in transition costs. And why knowledge matters, guys. Understanding your rights reduces your fear. Procedure matters. Documentation matters. And homeowners are not powerless. So, here's the good news. No matter where you are in the process, do not give up. Educate yourself. Stay organized. Ask questions. Fear grows in silence and confusion, but knowledge brings clarity. How to survive the emotional toll of foreclosure. First of all, protect your relationships. Foreclosure can strain marriages and families. Sometimes the best investment you can make is not legal, but it's emotional support. So that means marriage counseling, family therapy, honest communication, avoiding blame, and spiritual support. You are fighting the foreclosure together, not fighting each other. So set limits on foreclosure research. There comes a point when researching another case at 2 a.m. stops helping and starts hurting. So it's important to set your time limits. Okay, take evenings off, unplugging from Pacer and court dockets sometimes. Okay, make memories while you still can, guys. Don't put all this stuff before your family. Do not let foreclosure steal every good moment from your family. That means still have your picnics, your movie nights, your bike rides, your dinners together, beach days, game nights. Don't stop any of that stuff. It's so important. Your children will remember how loved they felt far longer than they will remember the court filings. So prepare financially instead of panicking. So instead of the constant fear and doom scrolling and emotional paralysis, encourage emergency savings, high-yield savings accounts, preparing for possible relocation calmly. This gives people a sense of control, again, which is what you want to feel. Join foreclosure support groups. Join my Facebook support group if you want to be with other like-minded people. Foreclosure creates isolation. One of the worst parts of foreclosure is believing that you are the only one going through it. And I encourage you to join either church groups or Christian organizations that help homelessness, foreclosure support communities that are online, talking openly with trusted people who also have gone through this. You're not alone. Take care of your health too, guys. That's important to get your sleep, your walking in, eating properly, reducing stress hormones. Doctor visits if your anxiety or depression becomes severe. Your health matters more than any house. A foreclosure is not the end of your life. It's a difficult season, not your identity. Faith and trust in God. This is key, guys. There were nights when I thought I would never make it through, but somehow God carried me through the darkest part of the process, one day at a time. Foreclosure may test your faith, your patience, and your peace, but it does not define your worth. As it says in 2 Corinthians 4:8-9. We are troubled on every side, but not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. So there is life after foreclosure, guys. Life after foreclosure means finding rental housing after foreclosure, rebuilding your credit, avoiding hopelessness, creating a recovery plan, understanding waiting periods for future homeownership. Foreclosure is a chapter, not the end of the story. How to find a rental after foreclosure. Here's some practical tips. Private landlords versus corporate apartments. Offering larger deposits if possible. Honesty during the applications. Proof of income, references, and rebuilding rental history. The flip side. Let's talk about the flip side. Reduced housing costs during litigation. In some states and situations, borrowers remain in the home for years while foreclosure litigation proceeds. That can free up money that would have otherwise gone towards mortgage payments, taxes, insurance, or escrow shortages. One thing some families do gain during prolonged foreclosure fight is time, and if used wisely, that time can be used to save money and prepare for the future. Not every foreclosure ends with total financial devastation. Sometimes settlements happen, deficiencies are waived, debts are compromised, or litigation delays create leverage. That's real world reality, guys. If foreclosure becomes unavoidable, the question becomes, how do you use the time you still have to protect your future? Also, do not ever sign agreements out of panic. Some loan modifications become unaffordable. Some settlements contain hidden waivers. Some agreements restart the statute of limitations. Some repayment plans are unrealistic. And I encourage people to read every term, ask questions, and understand the consequences and think long term. But in reality, many foreclosure cases end up somewhere in the middle, with negotiated exits and settlements. Cash for keys agreements, loan modifications, waiver of deficiencies, relocation time, dismissal agreements, reinstatements, or structured resolutions. In my case, we settled out of court, and we settled on my terms, which was good, I guess. Anyway, that's today's topic for foreclosure defense. I hope everyone can understand and this information was useful. If you do have any questions or comments about this presentation, please leave them in the comment section below, or if you have questions, you can email me directly at foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com. It's spelled just like it shows right here with the number 4. foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com. Okay, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.